Hi everyone, welcome back to Resin Me Up. Today we have a new product that we need to look at, and it is from TEEXPERT, and it is called UV Dip Resin. And so we're going to get it out of here, and we're going to see what's in this box. First thing we have is copper wire. We have silver wire. It says copper wire, but it's silver. And then we have our UV dip resin instructions. We have a pair of needle nose pliers, and we have some round wooden blocks. Well, I guess they're not blocks. I guess it's a round forming things. So they sent me this, and so now we're going to look at this and see exactly what we can do with it. I've never used anything like this before, so this is all going to be new. So basically, this is specifically designed for wire, flower, and dipped jewelry crafts, such as rings, earrings, butterflies, flowers, dragonflies, hairpins, brooches, and wall hangings. So basically, it doesn't really give you instructions other than pictures. So you're supposed to take wire off of here, and you use these to make the shape of whatever size of thing that you're wanting to make, whether it be a flower, butterfly, whatever. And then once you get your shape the way you want it, then you dip it in here, and then you cure it with your lamp. So let me get my lamp out here. So this is all new to me, so you guys are going to learn right along with me. So let's see how much fun we can have with this. So let me move this so it's not directly in the way here. And these are the pliers, and that's what they look like. So I think I'm going to go with this color of wire just because. And I'm going to need some wire cutters for sure. I'm just going to snip off a piece here because, like I said, I don't know what I'm doing here. So I think I'm going to start maybe with this size. And we're just going to wrap this around. Do I want that size? Or do I want the other size? I mean, really, technically, it doesn't. Depends on what you're trying to make here. So basically, you're going to wrap it around this, and you're going to twist it, and you're going to need to twist it all the way down, especially for a flower, because this is going to be your stem. At least the way I understand it anyway. And then you're going to pull this off of here. Oops. And so you have a perfect little ring here. And this is where your molding of your flower petal comes into play. So depending on what type of flower shape you want, you're going to take this and you're going to bend it I mean, it's not exactly a perfect science, it looks to me like. I think that is more of a easier way to do it here, because this wire is very thin. And you're going to put little bends all the way around, however you want your little piece to be. Like I said, this is all new to me, so I'm kind of just experimenting here. I'm not really that great at wire working, but you know, I suppose I could be if I really wanted to be, but and so that's pretty much. And then I would use this to flatten it back out, roll that over top of it. And here's the thing, once you dip it and cure it, it's done. So if you want any kind of a bend in this, you would want to do that now. So if you wanted it bent like that, you know, for your pedal to go up, you would do that here versus after, because it's not going to bend afterwards. So just an FYI on that. But I don't want mine quite that bent. I just kind of want my edges here to be a little bent. This one here. This. And you could do it the other direction too if you wanted it. You know, this could be the outer edge of your flower type thing. And now we're going to move all this out of the way. And we're going to open up our stuff here. We're just going to try this on one, and then if this is pretty much how I want this to look like, then I'll show you what we can do with it next. I'm just gonna cut this halfway. I'm not gonna open it all the way. And then we're gonna pull this back. Just like that. And then, do I need to bring you guys in closer so you can see this? Or let me see. I think I got stuff on my fingers here. Let me rip it off. Okay, I'm gonna bring you guys in just a little closer. Just like that. Okay, so this is what our piece looks like here. Whoa, down, 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 down. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to dip it in here. And it's very thick, just like that. And then I am going to lift it straight out, just like that. And I'm going to let it drip. And I'm going to turn my lamp on, get this out of the way. I'm going to cure it. And there you have it. Isn't that cool? Oh, I guess I need to back up a little bit, don't I? Touch it here and see. It's still techy. And so that's what it would look like. Isn't that cool? I'm going to bring you guys back out so that I'm not shoving this all in your face. Now, I am going to so let's see if I had something I could poke these into, like a piece of styrofoam or something. Hold on, BRB. Okay, found something to poke them into. Now, I want to try to see if this will allow me to brush something onto it. I don't know. Let me turn my fan off here. Because I don't know. Like I said, I've never worked with this before, so this is all new to me. Let me get one of my soft brushes here. And it may not. Nope. It's too cured. Okay, so then this is what we're going to do. One momento. Then to color them, use colored UV resin. And you brush that over top. Oh, I have a hole. I made a hole in my flower. Ugh, I'm brushing too hard. This is very delicate. I probably should have dipped it again. That's That's what I probably should have done, was dipped it again. Let me cure this. I think for best results, you probably should dip it again, maybe. See where I got the holes? So let's make another one of these. Okay, we'll just go with this. How's that? All right, we're gonna dip. Get my fingers all over this. I'm just gonna pull this off. Okay, let's go at this again. Okay. And we're gonna dip. Okay, now I'm gonna dip it again. Oh gosh, guys, I forgot the light was still on. That was pretty dumb. Oh my gosh, you guys. What is wrong with me? Well, that was a fail. Goodness. Don't do as I do. Close your resin before you turn your light on. Oh my goodness. Now we get to do this again. Maybe third time's a charm. I'm not even going to bend this one all the way around. I'm just going to pull it off, and we're going to make go of it. So that my petals are going outward. Let's see if I can get myself together on this one. All right, lamp's off this time. Now we're going to dip this again. Let the excess run off here. Got some bubbles this time, so I'm going to see if I can't pop them. Oh, no. Oh my God, you guys. I am not having very good luck. Well, we're going to dip it again. Don't do that either. This is just not working for me, you guys. I may not be a very good flower maker. This may not be my thing. I may have to try a few times before I get this right. Trying my UV torch here instead of, maybe that lamp's not strong enough. I don't know. See that? It's got a great big huge bubble in the center. All right, let's try this again. Maybe I might jump down to the next size under that big and see if that might help. Maybe make it a little smaller. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Let's try it. Maybe this one will be the one. I'm curing it with my other lamp. See, I got a big old drop right there because it drew back. Instead of dripping off, it went backwards. Okay. Now we're going to try to dip this again. Let it drip off of there. I don't know how you get rid of the bubbles. Not a clue. I'm pretty sure if you touch it, yeah, you can't pop them when you touch them. See that drip? This is really tough to do, you guys. Really tough. See if it'll let me cut this off. I mean, it's not the best, but it is cured. Better. So now let's see if it'll let me brush this. Over top of it. And I'm only going to cure this for a few seconds because I'm going to brush it with the purple shimmer. And voila. Isn't that pretty? Now it's a matter of making enough to make a whole flower. So that means I'm going to put you guys on pause. I'm going to make up a few of these, and then I'm going to come back and see if we can't put a flower together. Okay? So I will BRB in a few minutes. Okay? BRB. Okay, guys, we are back. I've got all the petals made. Now, I want to show you guys how to make those little doohickey things in the center, you know, the little, I don't know what you call them, those little things in the center that the pollen, you know, they collect the pollen, the bees collect the pollen from. I don't know what they're called. I'm sure Tim over at Base Resonator knows. But anyway, I'm just taking the UV resin here and I'm dipping it in the wire, and I'm dipping it in, and I'm just kind of letting it roll off here. And then when it forms a little ball, then I get my UV torch here and I'll let it cure. Just like that. And I cure it all the way up the little stem. And then I go in and I dip it again. Just like that. And then I let it drip again. Just let it drip. Till it stops dripping. And then I take my UV torch it, cure it for a couple seconds, and then I take it and I dip it in. I'm dipping it in Laura's Art Corner Gold Saffron. And then I'm brushing that up the stem so that it's all covered. Just like that. Tap it on the side to remove any excess. And then cover this up and I continue to cure these. Just like that. And then you have the little thing that goes in the center. I've made 2. I was going to put 5, but I don't know if I need that many. So let's go ahead and test to see if I need all of those. If I do, then I'll make some more. So I made 5 petals. And I brushed them all with the purple shimmer. And here they all are. And then I'm just going to take these and I'm just going to stick them right down in the center here, or move over a petal of some sort. And then we're just going to put these right smack in the middle of these. I had them all together just perfect, and then I had to put them down. This is hard to do with wires. And then once we get them where we want them, I almost think I need another petal right here. So then it would look like that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Once I get them all wired together, I can bring this one up a little bit. It could look like that. I mean, do you think I need another petal for right there? Put all these together down here so that they stay. So that would be what it would look like all together. And I can pull this one up a little. I think it needs another one right there. What do you guys think? Yeah. All right. We can make another one together. Okay. Now we're going to try to dip it again. All right. This time I'm going to use my torch. Because I can keep it flat. Or straight up and down, I guess, not flat. Okay. Now, we're going to dip it again. Ah, goodness. Let it drip. Stayed on this time. I'm not going to cure this for very long because now I'm going to go over here. I'm going to get my purple shimmer and we're going to coat this with the purple shimmer. And I'm just going to do it right above the jar. I found this was easier than trying to coat it with the purple UV resin and then doing it. This was easier. I just left this be tacky and then doing it. Come on, flip around. and then we'll finish curing it. All right. Now, go back to our flower here. And we'll put this one right down inside here. And we'll bend it to go right inside there. Just like that. And we'll wrap that around. Get it in there where it needs to be. Just like that. And voila. Look at that. There's our flower. What do you guys think? First time I've ever done anything like this before. Ever. Do you guys like it? I think it's pretty. So there you have it, guys. There is my project for today. And this is the TEEXPERT UV TEEXPERT UV dip resin, 100 mLs, and you get the both colors of wire. You get the container of UV dip resin, 100 mLs of that in here, and you get the pliers, and then you get a set of the wooden rounds to bend your wire with. So yeah, took me a hot minute to get 3 tries on that, and then I finally got it figured out. And so there is my flower. What do you guys think? Well, let me know what you think in the comments, and you can hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, you really should, because I'm always doing something different on this channel, because I like to bring you guys different content and keep it fresh. So today is June 30th. So tomorrow I have an announcement to make. So make sure you tune in tomorrow for this big announcement. All right. All right, everyone. Remember, stay creative, stay curious, and always stay positive. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye, y'all.